On the last edition of the program, we identified several statistical proofs which indicate that the median age of leaders in developed countries are up to 2 decades younger than the median age of leaders in developing countries. If youthful leadership, on average, manifests in enhanced development, the central premise of this program, Africa's Future Leaders, could hardly be more relevant on an African continent which seeks to move swiftly from promise to manifest greatness. After hearing the account given by several young African leaders who have driven the engine of change in very difficult conditions last week on the program, we are excited to offer you a close-up view to an up-and-coming young African leader. It is our privilege to introduce you to a creative young man by the name of Kunle Adewale. Selected as a Mandela Washington Fellow for his work as a creative artist and teacher, Kunle has used his immense talents to inspire a generation of children to look beyond their immediate difficulties in life, while daring them to dream bigger and aim higher, not just for success, but for healing. From across the city, Kunle Adewale arrives at the National Sickle Cell Center.
Hello. Hello, darling. How are you? Hello.
Not to work, but to leave a mark. Well-versed in the arts, he plans a day of activities for sickle cell survivors.
Okay. Hello? Yes, yes. Great. We're starting a moment from now. Okay. No challenge. We can see you there.
Surrounded by art which he inspired afflicted children to create, it's now time to engage.
Hello. All right. Something very simple, something very magical. Yes, you want to sit down? Okay, sit. What I put in your eyes? Oh my God. Right, so you could actually still walk with her like this. She could have this here, and you could take this. It's just something like you could do. You just have her do this and just paste like that. Paste as many of this as possible. All the drawings and painting you see here were done by children like them. So anytime they come to this space like that, we always want them to do something meaningful, something creative, something beautiful. We don't just pick the children. We allow the children and the parents to collaborate and sometimes create a work of art, because we believe that that could be a take-home for them, that at home they can create a special space, that special space for those children where they can engage in creative activities. So not necessarily like coming to this space, because for some of them, they come once and before you see them, it's the next 6 months you see them. So though within that gap, they can still have opportunity of creating something meaningful in their own space at home.
This is a treatment room at the National Sickle Cell Center in Lagos, and it's a room that conjures up feelings of fear and feelings of uncertainty amongst its patients, particularly children. But unlike many other healthcare institutions in Nigeria, The Sickle Cell Center offers an alternative form of therapy known as art therapy. And according to parents and children here, they say that the process adds great value to the healing journey.
Okay, so roll it, keep rolling, gradually, small, little by little. Good. So roll it up. Careful, darling. Good. So you roll it this way. You need to take more paint and do that. So one of the benefits of art therapy is that it boosts their confidence level, it increases their self-esteem. They are not afraid of making mistakes, and I think that's how life should be lived, that we take risk. We are not afraid of making mistakes, because in a mistake lies our growth and development. So that's for them now, they are not afraid to make a move, to do something beautiful with their lives.
I'm happy seeing them doing this.
Okay, that's great. And that's one of the joy of art therapy. It reduces stress.
Yes.
It brings in calmness and allow parents to really take care of their words, and also prepare them for whatever the doctor want to attend to them on. It prepares their mind, and they really want to come back. Okay, let me finish my works, and brings a lot of happiness and joy.
You see?
Right? So I will miss you, darling. All right?
So I had to wait for her to finish so that she won't get bad. She won't feel bad. Mommy, I didn't finish my work. So if this can be encouraged in other hospitals, I think it would be great. So
he had his shoe on him, but wasn't wearing his shoes. I said, can I help you with your sandals? So he started smiling, so he gave me his legs. So I started helping him to put his shoes on and all that. So since morning, he had been running after me, daddy. And that says a lot about children, that when you care for them, when you cater for them, there's this affection, there's this natural, they gravitate towards you. I was walking at the back there, he came around to looking at what I'm doing, okay, I want to work with you and all that. So it's, you see now, he really want to make his own work today. Except he does his own, nothing is going to happen here today. Right? Are you ready? Good. I remember very well when I was growing up, one of the places I don't like going to is the hospital because of the smell, and I think about the painful experience too. And I think that's a major factor for me, a motivation for me for starting up this art therapy here in Nigeria, where we can use arts to transform the hospital healthcare experience for patients and their caregivers. And that alone has really, really helped a great deal in terms of engagement and also healing process for children and young adults who come into this space. If you look at some of the works that some of them have done, like a work like this that brings in hope, because when they come in, some of them are so depressed, are so stressed out and so full of anxiety, and art to a great deal has really helped them to reduce that level of anxiety and help them to manage stress. And I think that a great deal has really been very impactful to what we do here, and bringing in hope, bringing in healing, bringing in, you see this fantastic connection here, the intersectionality of works that we have in this space, that irrespective of our challenges globally, we are one, we are all connected. So we are all connected in providing solutions to our challenges or problems, and that's what we have in this space. You have this letter S here and letter A here. Talks about the genotype, whether you are AA, whether you are AS, whether you are SS. Irrespective of genotype, we are all connected.
Art therapy to me, it relieves stress, like pains and some psychological stuff in my body. That's what art therapy means to me.
So, okay, you have been able to put up these artworks, so...
All this last week Wednesday to ease the pain in my head, just bring us something up like this.